It is May 3rd, 2024, and Ye has officially not dropped Vultures 2. Last week, he officially announced in an interview with Justin LeBoy that he and Ty Dolla $ign's follow-up to their first collab record, Vultures, would be dropping on May 3rd.
Vultures 2. Is Vultures 2 coming out? When is it coming out?
It's coming out May 3rd.
May 3rd for sure.
Yeah.
Stamp.
Yeah.
However, that has not happened. Fans are obviously very disappointed, but it's not just the lack of a release that is pissing off fans of Ye. In the midst of this very messy rollout, if you even want to call it that, for this project, Ye has apparently decided to venture into the adult film industry, which is something that a lot of his fan base does not vibe with due to the fact that for the past 5 years, he's been very much preaching the practices of Christianity. We have really not heard anything from Ty or Ye regarding the state of this project at this point in time. We really don't even know how it is going to be released. We've heard things from insiders, but nothing has officially been confirmed yet. And while some people still claim that the album should be out by this weekend, I'm gonna be honest, man, things aren't looking too good right now for Vultures 2. But there is a vibe of doom and gloom. There's a negative energy coming from me today. I think we're all kind of negative because guess what? We're mad the album didn't drop when it was supposed to, but I want to bring it up a little bit. I want to say really quick, just thank you guys so much for supporting all the time that you do, because last week for about 2 days on Google, if you searched up Vultures 2, my video came up as the top result, and I think that's sick as fuck. It's been replaced by Fantano. Fuck that hater ass bitch. But even though it's gone now, it's still something I'm very proud of and I thought was really cool. And it couldn't have happened without you guys always viewing my stuff, commenting, liking the videos, and of course subscribing. So I want to say I appreciate y'all so much, and thank you. I really do appreciate it. I love y'all. But now let's officially get into the news, and we're starting off, like I said, from the last time that I put out a Vultures update video last week. And the first bit of news that came out following my vid dropping was on the 23rd of April. One of Ye's consultants named Richard Santoro gave fans a little bit of a taste of what they can expect with Vultures 2. See, everything's got like a dark tint to it now, because it's like, when the fuck is the album even dropping? But this person said here, and this was translated to English, I forgot what language it was in, but they basically said that Drunk, featuring Kodak Black and Bad Bunny, is on Volume 2, and that people will hear some really awesome shit as long as the samples get cleared. You know, we talked last week about the possible issue relating to the Gun to My Head sample not being cleared, and I think a lot of tracks, Ye is going to run into this problem the more and more he goes down a rabbit hole of like, I could say whatever the fuck I want, because yeah, you can, but there are consequences to your actions, and that is a major consequence that he is going to see, unfortunately. I really am hyped to hear Drunk. I think Kodak Black on that snippet we heard, this is a track that was played at the first rave in Miami back in December, but the stream cut out due to like some stupid morons in Florida fighting. But there was someone who was there live and recorded it with their phone, and we have that snippet of Kodak dancing and smoking at the same time, and you're hearing him fucking flow over the beat. It sounds great. Hopefully we get to hear it someday. But now we gotta talk about the elephant in the room. Yeezy Corn. I don't know if I could say the real term, because honestly I don't know if YouTube would demonetize me for that, so I'm gonna play it safe. But that same day that the consultant revealed that Drunk is going to be on Volume 2, TMZ would put out this article that kind of sent the Ye sphere into a fucking... Things got messy. I don't know what the fuck I'm going for. My shit is all thrown up. I want the fucking album. No, they put out this article that said Ye was going to be venturing into the adult film industry, as I said in the intro. And everyone's like, there's no way, this has got to be a troll. TMZ, like, what are they doing? Trying to, like, dismerge his name or something. And then, the following day, Ye would confirm this news on socials as he would upload a simple message to Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube that said, quote, Yeezy, P-O-R-N, is coming. Now, Ye would receive an ungodly amount of criticism for this move, and understandably so, because for the past 5 years, he has been very strictly following the rules of Christianity, telling people left and right to find God, and his fans, I think a lot of people who are actively still supporting Ye right now, they support that Christian wave. They agree with that lifestyle that he has chosen to live and the things he has decided to preach in his music. I personally am in the minority, and wait, I'm not saying I support what he's doing right now. I think it is dumb. I think that he should put his resources and money towards something more productive, such as music or fashion. I guess I'm just kind of indifferent about this because, I mean, I've sat through Ye hosting the Pornhub Awards. I've sat through him putting out the famous music video in live time where he's sitting there naked in bed with Trump and Taylor Swift and Kim. Yeezus is my favorite Kanye album of all time, and that record has some absolutely filthy lyrics. I absolutely understand why the Christian and religious Ye fans would be very upset with this, but just due to my different type of beliefs, I guess, I'm not as offended as some of y'all are, and I can absolutely respect your perspective, so I hope no one's coming at me like, you gotta reassess your life. Like, I respect y'all, let's keep it respectful. For the past 10 years now, Ye has formed a pattern where before every album release, he does something or wears something controversial in order to get people to talk about him before the new music releases. And I think that could have been the case with this announcement coming before May 3rd, just about a week before Vultures 2 was supposed to drop. But the public reception was very negative. It wasn't just a lot of people in the mainstream media being like, yo, Kanye's doing this crazy shit. It was his own fans saying, you know what, I'm very disappointed in this. And I think maybe that could have played a part into Vultures 2 being delayed, among many other things that we're going to discuss here. Because after the announcement and the negative reception from the public, Ye would deactivate his Instagram. Whole situation is very goofy, and that's just about all I'm going to say on it. I could honestly see us never hearing another thing from Kanye about this situation, but time will tell. We're going to get back to the music news now, because just after the Yeezy adult film industry announcement, Rolling Stone would actually put out an article with some exclusive news saying that Let Me Chill Out, aka we called it Motion for a while, the song featuring Takeoff, NBA Youngboy, and Rich the Kid, was set to be on Vultures 2. It's a song that was played at the few Vultures listening experiences before Rolling Loud, where Ye and Ty were playing tracks from both the first album and then the second as well, and then it was also played at the private friends and family listening event. But a very uplifting song, positive vibes, positive energy, and we haven't heard what Ye and Ty will sound like on it yet, because when it was premiered, they had not made any contributions to the track, but I'm looking forward to hearing a finished version if the album ever fucking releases. Then on the 26th, we got a video of Four Bats and Ye hanging out. We talked about Four Bats, I believe 2 videos ago. He's the upcoming artist with the great fucking voice. He's doing cool things. He just put out an album yesterday, and this video was kind of teasing Ye being featured on that record. He was on a remix of the song Act 3 on God? ? It's off his debut EP, just dropped yesterday. The Ye feature's pretty good. I think he did his thing. A lot of people were criticizing it when it first leaked, but like, I waited to hear the official version on streaming, and I thought it was fine. On the 27th of April, Ty played Fried and Field Trip at a concert. Who the fuck cares? He was doing like a string of shows in Saudi Arabia. He played everybody and everything. Which, by the way, I guess that song is just like never going to come out officially, which is fucking wild. But then we have some news regarding the track. We saw that snippet when they were having a private birthday party for Jalen at the Melrose Yeezy headquarters or whatever the fuck, where Ye was listening to this track and it says something about Ghost with a ski mask. It turns out that snippet is going to be for a Ghostface Killah song that Ye is going to be featured on. We learned from Ye Defense Team that the song is coming out with the new Ghostface Killah album on May 9th. Ye is featured on the track, which is allegedly called No Face. So we'll have to see how that sounds next week. I got a whole string of insider information here that came out before May 3rd, before the Vultures 2 release date, that I'm just going to talk about, because while the album didn't release yet, all this is still pretty much, I think, worth saying, because it does reflect on what we can expect from the album if it does still come out pretty soon. First off, regarding the track Poppin' featuring Project Pat, insiders said that it is still in consideration for Volume 2 and was sent around to producers less than a week ago, and the reason for this even being in question is that it was not on the previous track list that was provided by insiders a few weeks back. Also, they would say that allegedly Ye has still not recorded for the track as of a week ago, and I think that's the case for a lot of these Vulture 2 delays, because from what we heard at listening events like a month ago now, shit sounded done except for a lot of the tracks not having any contributions from Kanye. We also would get some news regarding what I would say is one of the most anticipated tracks off Vultures 2 that fans are expecting on the album, River, and apparently the newest version that is being primed for release has the Hooligans on it, and I'm hoping this is just some, vocals from them that are kind of in conjunction with Ty's harmonizing vocals at the end of the track, because I don't know how they would fit on the song other than that. Charlie Wilson is apparently featured on the track as well now, which I think is very positive news. But then finally, last piece of info is about Believer. Insiders just said that Ye has officially recorded for that track now, which is good news because, like I said, seemed like the only thing holding Vultures 2 back from being finished was Ye's contributions. 3 days away from May 3rd, we were kind of getting anxious because it was like, okay, someone's got to say something about this fucking album. Ye just told us a week ago it was coming out May 3rd, and finally we thought we were getting some Vultures 2 info as St. Leon put an Instagram story out. Audio for the story was the track River, and all that the story said was loading. St. Leon would later reveal that this was in anticipation of the Talking music video. He knew that something was being uploaded to YouTube, but he didn't know exactly what it was. North would finally get her dream music video for that track. The dream realized as she's fucking around with her friends and dancing with a fucking vulture in the wild. Pretty cool video, honestly. But with the release of the video, Aus Taylor would go ahead and promote it on Instagram, make a post about it, and in the caption of that post, he would say, Vultures 2 en route. Well, it was a very vague piece of information. At least it was something. And really, looking back now, that's just about the only piece of info we even have about Vultures 2 from anyone in Ye's camp, which is really fucking sad. But this would all very much be overshadowed because Kendrick Lamar would finally drop his very highly anticipated diss track towards Drake called Euphoria, which I'm going to go ahead and take a second to talk about. Kendrick absolutely destroyed this man, whether it was telling him to don't worry about me, how about you go and finish up what you had with Pusha T. He also said that Drake tried to block the Like That record, which Like That's the song that really heated all this up again to begin with Kendrick dissing Drake on the Future album. But Ye did the Like That remix, which randomly was taken down for copyright on YouTube for like days. And Kendrick doesn't clarify here whether he was talking about the original song off the Future album with him featured or the Ye remix, but I think it is pretty interesting and also not too far-fetched to say that maybe Drake was behind the Like That remix not being available on YouTube for those few days. It's an absolutely insane diss track, and anyone who even remotely tries to say that Push-Ups was anywhere close to Euphoria, man, just admit your bias. There's a lot of Drake songs that I like, honestly. Like, I used to be one of those fuckers who's like, I hate Drake, blah, 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 Kanye #1. No, I've grown up. I've matured. We've moved on. That's high school shit. There's a lot of Drake songs that I fuck with. But like Kendrick said, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like when he acts tough. And that's exactly how I feel. Drake is great at making the music that he does, but to try and say he is anywhere even remotely close to Kendrick's level, be that just listening to Euphoria, just this one track, Kendrick's delivery, his wordplay, the way he slides over 3 fucking beat switches, come on. The way in which Kendrick somehow gave this man his flowers and his respect for his talent, but also completely dismantled him on a personal and professional level is fucking insane. And I just am happy that I got to say my piece on this diss. Absolutely fire. And then of course at the end of the track, Kendrick interpolating Ye's flow off Get 'Em High off the College Dropout. 2 goats showing respect towards each other. You love to see it. But now we got to get back into Ye. And man, I've just never been this like low energy. Like I genuinely am not. This is like a fucking chore for me to cover this. On the 1st of May, we got all this news regarding the Yeezy staff really thinning out. People either being fired or just quitting. And the most major, I would say, being Kara Lewis, which was Ye's former booking agent. And I guess they were fired back about a month ago now, after that last string of listening events were announced for Vultures 2 and then randomly canceled. Ye apparently has a new booking agent now, but a lot of people are jumping to the conclusion that the ordeal of all these Yeezy employees quitting or leaving could have definitely led into Vultures 2 being delayed and not finished, as Ye, rather than focusing on finishing the album, now has to focus on dealing with all of these losses. I could definitely see that being a thing, and that kind of train of thought would be backed up when we heard from St. Leon once again. The same day that we're hearing about all these firings is literally the Wednesday before the supposed release of Vultures on Friday. And Joy Boy would say this: the next 24 hours are going to be crucial. I'm going to bed now. Tomorrow morning, I hope to wake up with some good news and update you. It's been a very hectic day at the Yeezy headquarters with many people getting fired. It could have an impact on the release, but Ye was clear about the release of the album on the 3rd this Monday. This is when people started to kind of realize that the release on Friday is probably cooked. People tried to cope and find like Vultures producers posting stuff about the album coming out on Friday, but that obviously apparently didn't mean shit. Thursday would come and Saint Leon would come forward with some more information. I'm going to go ahead and just read off here. He said that the track list and cover were supposed to be sent in by Thursday morning. Had no confirmation as to whether or not it was sent in or not. Ye wants to release the album on the app, and the decision was made earlier this week, so no streaming release. The version of the app is ready to go, but everything is in Ye's hands right now, and yesterday's events of people getting fired / quitting may have impacted the release. You know, back when we first heard about Ye not releasing stuff on streaming anymore, I did this like whole passionate, put some out on Twitter that I received a bunch of fucking heat for. I said my piece in one of these videos very dramatically, and I was very passionate about it, and now I'm getting to the point where, you know, I just don't give a fuck. If we get the music, that's all I care about. If Ye and Ty really are that delusional, they want to fuck themselves out of anyone other than the obsessed Kanye fans like us hearing this thing, or any of the songs charting whatsoever on any form of socials, that's their problem. I guarantee you that they are going to make less money by putting the album on the app than they would have if they just put it on streaming. As much as the streaming services fuck over artists and don't fairly compensate them, no one is going to buy Vultures 2 on the Yeezy app. And furthermore, everyone is going to pirate that motherfucker. You know, I used to really be like, what a shame. People aren't going to hear how great Kanye is doing artistically at this point in his career. All I really care about now is me personally hearing this thing in the highest quality that I can directly from Ye through an official release. They're going to learn the hard way why this model does not work. It's their funeral. The belief is right now that Vultures 2 will be released on the app exclusively. Insider Heaven or Hell, who is very reliable, said that it is dropping on the app and the app should be going up soon. Very vague. Hate that fucking word. And they would elaborate on what they meant by soon on Twitter, saying that the app should be up by this weekend. Young Moose said the album was coming tomorrow, May 3rd. However, as midnight came, obviously it is May 3rd on the day that I am filming this, and Vultures 2, it's nowhere to be seen. Ye is still not active on socials, his Instagram is still down, and fans are completely left in the dark regarding what the state of this project is at this point in time. All Saint Leon said today was that legitimately, like, no one knows anything, and it's truly just down to Ye saying yes or no. And I think we're fucking cooked. There's obviously still the chance that this thing releases sometime this weekend, but the silence from everybody in Ye's camp is very concerning to me. But I apologize for the low energy. It's a dark day. The May 3rd incident will never be forgotten. I don't count out the idea that some news could happen over the weekend after I put this video out, so if you want to see my thoughts on shit and any updates regarding when I'm going to be putting a video out next, follow me on Twitter at DigitalXDWNLD and Instagram at Casey Culkin. We are almost at 500 followers on Instagram. I need that IG clout. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. There's so many great songs that a lot of us are anticipating for this album. It would be a fucking shame if they never got released officially. The release itself seems like it's going to be extremely messy now too anyway, so I don't know, man. I haven't seen someone take the energy out of their own album hype quite like this since Playboi Carti just a few months back. But that's really all I got to say, man. I don't really have anything else to add. It's nothing new. We've seen this before with Ye album cycles, but man, still doesn't change the fact that it fucking sucks every single time. These are the dark times. We are in the fucking trenches. There's no easy way around it. But I still believe that one day we will be able to listen to a high quality version of Take Off Your Dress, of Melrose, but maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe I'm off the nitrous. But that's all I got. Prayers up for Vultures 2. Follow me on socials. If the album drops this weekend, I will be back before Monday with a video on my thoughts on the record. I don't think that will be happening, unfortunately, but a man can hope and pray. Stay in there. Vultures 2 Prayer Circle, let's fucking get it.